Thank you so much for joining today. We're going to talk about your 2021 Amazon marketing plan. And this is going to be really how to maximize your product sales in the new year. The new year has begun. We're all ready to create new goals and have a fresh start. So the same thing is really true in your business. Now, let's delve in next to key trends for 2021. Okay. I want to go through key trends for this year on Amazon in 2021. Okay, here's a few key trends we're seeing happening. So there's sponsored brand ads, and within that, there's a lot of different ads available. I've talked about being brand registered. Sponsored brands is a part of that. So if you have that available to you, make sure to leverage it. If you don't, make sure that you note that as well. Okay. And then there should be there's going to be we're seeing a shift from the one-step approach to a multi-prong approach on Amazon. Okay. And what I mean by that is people and brands, because they're honing things in, they're really buckling down the last few years. The change, even just in the last 5 years that we've seen, has just been so dramatic, just really exponential as well, like year by year. It seems to just continue to grow more and more. But we're seeing more realize that you have to take a multi-pronged approach to Amazon. And so part of the things that I mean when I say that is, there's a shift from just the standard Amazon PPC, which is a great core element for your Amazon business. Do not let that go. That is still essential. But more and more brands are taking an approach where they're hitting marketing on Amazon from a lot of different angles, okay? So, there's, like I said, sponsored brands, there's the video ads now, there's the posts, which kind of acts like social media does. There's all these different parts, there's coupons and promotions, all these different approaches that people are now taking. And we're seeing that happen. So to stay and grow, especially because I'm almost positive no one's goal was I want to get less sales than last year. No. And if it is, it shouldn't be, right? You've got to have a goal that's attainable, but you want to grow. I know everyone wants to grow. Every brand I talk to, they want to grow. They want to grow in their sales. They want to grow in their brand awareness. These are good goals to have, okay? But to stay on top of the game and to continue to be a player in the Amazon space in 2021, you're going to be seeing this. People are going to use different elements of marketing on Amazon. And then you must also have a really kind of a all-in type of perspective, knowing that Amazon is going to be a reflection of your products and your brand as a whole, okay? And I know a lot of people don't love product reviews on Amazon, but that's really important to make sure you're reading those, to make sure you're noting what's happening and being said in those things, right? And you want to make sure you have your branding on point. That's why we talked earlier about your marketing messaging. You want that in place. You want to make sure you're still knowing who that customer ideal avatar is and who are you speaking to, right? Your product development team as well, taking that feedback, right, that other people are giving you on Amazon, and taking that into consideration and thinking through, okay, does version 2.0, 3.0, etc. need to come out for this product? Do we need to change something? The brands that we've found to be most successful are those willing to be agile, and we primarily work with small to medium-sized businesses. And the nice thing about being somewhat smaller is that, and not one of those mega companies, is there is a lot of time where you can change and pivot pretty quickly. So make sure to take that and use that to your advantage. and understanding, like I said, Amazon is part of it, your social media, your own website, Shopify store, whatever. These are all part of how, and Amazon is just one piece of the puzzle. That's why I love, asking, and I think it's a good question, how many sales are you doing on Amazon and off Amazon, and how much is it your revenue of Amazon? Because you want to have that big overall perspective. Those are the brands that are most successful, and that's what we're seeing happen even more so this year. So I've been talking a lot about brand registry. So just to kind of give you an example, this is a sponsored brands ad. So this is a different type. You've got the regular ads. If it said sponsored, it's like somewhere around here. If it says sponsored around the title, that's a PPC, pay per click, the regular Amazon ad. This is a sponsored brand. So see how Neutrogena is able to showcase not just one, but 3 of their products, right? This is good for cross-promotional selling, because maybe you have a product that you think should be doing better, but it's not, right? So you want to maybe get more traction to it. Like this one has, based on the reviews, most likely this is actually not selling as well as this product and this product for them, right? So this one's actually probably the doing the least in sales, or is the newest, one or the other. So they're probably trying to get more traction to this one, which is probably why they've placed it here. Look, you can add a tagline and customize it, right? They're telling you to subscribe and save. I talked about that earlier, right? Subscribe and save. If your product is consumable of some type, you can have it so that customers subscribe and save. That way you can start projecting potential sales for future months as well, to know, where am I? Am I on track to hit my target and my goal, or am I behind? And then this Shop Neutrogena, that's actually where they can go to their brand storefront that I showed earlier, right? And then you see all these are Prime, which means that they're getting that fast shipping, okay? Other things, Amazon's Choice, that's in regards to the Echo devices, the Alexa devices. In case I don't want to set anyone's device off, but that's kind of connected with that on their voice commands. But that's a great thing to have, because there's more visibility, right? Same thing with this bestseller. It's that little tag. I talked earlier about the coupons. See how that's kind of eye-catching as well. I mean, this is obviously a very, very large brand, but still, these are things that I've mentioned that you can do for your brand too, to gain more visibility and gain more sales, right? Sponsored brands, how does it work? So I talked a lot about brand registry. So you must complete an application for brand registry. You must have that live and active trademark. And then Amazon will either approve or deny your application. So there is like an actual application process where they look at it. So they've just recently, in the last few months, changed their application process. It's a little bit different than it used to be, and a little bit more requirements than it used to have. However, it's still a free program to apply for, so it's definitely worth taking advantage of. So they're going to want things like your trademark, the images of your actual product in the packaging and stuff, your business information, things like that. So if you're approved, then and it's made active for your brand registry, you can then create content and advertising only offered to those with brand registry. So those things that I was showing you earlier about content and ads, that's only, certain things are only available if you have brand registry. Video ads, same thing, that's only if you have brand registry right now. And just to kind of let you know, we've typically seen a lower cost per click with these types of advertisements. Okay, so you're typically going to see a lower cost per click, which is really, really nice. And part of the reason for that is because not everyone, A, is even eligible. So not everyone has a trademark that's live and active. And B, even people that are brand registered, maybe even like you, they don't know about it, or they're not taking advantage of it. Those are the brands that are kind of falling behind. There's so many plates spinning. They just have so many other things in their business they can't keep up with. But these other people that are ahead of the trends, they're knowing that they should be taking advantage of it. They're the ones that they're seeing a great return right now in ads because of that. And this is just a disclaimer, but advertising is going to vary a lot based on your targeted niche, a lot. Okay, so it's just hard to say how much your cost per click is going to be, because some niches are a lot more competitive than others.